This is a great little mobility flow that I like to use before a workout or just throughout the day as like a little movement snack. It's a great way to assess into your body and feel how your body's feeling on the day. And so we'll run through it, starting off in this Seiza position. Get your butt onto your heels. From here, you're just gonna rock from side to side. You can start to tap into your ankles a little bit, see how they're feeling for the day, shins, ankles, and just take note of how things are feeling here. Your knees, are they feeling a little bit cranky today? Okay, maybe a little bit tight in the hip flexors and your quads. Cool, and so after that, we're gonna tap into our neck. So just going for some simple yes, no's, nodding up and down. And notice my hands, I'm just really reaching down to the ground here, and then no. So going from side to side, and then we're gonna bring our ear, drop our ear to our shoulders and just go from left to right here, getting a big stretch into the neck, into the traps. Cool, so then from there, popping up and getting into our all fours position. From here, we're just gonna go for some simple cat-cows. So pushing up into spinal flexion, push the floor away, squeeze the glutes here, and then unravel the spine into that spinal extension. And just breathe throughout this movement. See how the spine is feeling. So then from this position here, what we're going to do is go for the thread the needle stretch. So getting your hand onto your head like so, we're going to reach up, really rotate through the thoracic spine, and then we're going to reach through, thread the needle, and then back, rotate, open up, like you're opening up a book, and then reach. You can bend into this opposite arm. You feel your traps open a little bit here. Thoracic spine, chest, shoulders start to open up. And we'll go for a few reps here. Really reach that elbow up to the sky when you rotate out. And then really try and reach behind you. So then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to do some puppy pose pulses, right? So this same position. Now from here, all we're going to do is reach out in front of us, elbows locked out, sort of tenting my fingers here, right? So what we're going to do here is really tap into our shoulders. You can sit back into the heels a little bit more if you want to here. And all we're going to go for is some pulses here, trying to really dip our chest to the floor, opening up into our chest, our thoracic a little bit more, open up those lats. We'll just go for reps here. We're going to move to the left and we'll tap into one lat at a time. So same thing, going for reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. So then from this position here, we're going to tap into our wrists. So having the fingers pointing back. When you're doing this wrist routine that we're about to perform, I want you to push the floor away, okay? And elbows to be locked out at all times. So fingers pointing back, elbow pits pointing forwards. We're just gonna rock back and forth here. We'll go for 10 reps. And then on the last rep, I want you to hold the bottom position, push the floor away. And we'll go for 10-second hold here. Now from this position here, fingers pointing forward, and we're going to go for the same thing here, rocking back and forth. And this time I really want you to try and emphasize getting the shoulders over the wrists. So really lean into this, planche the shoulders, push the floor away. Your feet will even come off the ground. And then on the last one, let's hold, really push, lean. From this position here, we'll have the fingers pointing out to our sides. Bring the hands in a little bit closer towards each other this time, and we're just going to go for some big circles here. Push the floor away. Big circular rotations, moving through every crevice in the wrists. Notice any sticky spots. Tap into that, hang out in that position more if you want. Okay, we'll go for around 3 to 5 rotations. We'll swap the rotation here, go around the other way, making sure to spread the fingers wide when you're doing this as well. And then last one here, we're going to bring our palms facing up towards the sky, and this time the back of our hand on the ground. Again, push the floor away, protract the shoulders, and we're just going to rock back and forth here. Push. You can add a little bit of a crunch with the fingers, as you can see here at the end of it, squeeze. You get a little bit more tension into your forearms there. You feel a little bit more. So then from here, we're going to go into our push-up position, okay? And we're going to go into a long lunge position. So bring the foot up, trying to get in line with your hands here. See how you go. And what we're looking for here is to tap into this back leg, okay? So really try and tap into the hip flexor. I want you to squeeze the glute on this back leg, that's extended out, okay? And we're just gonna go for some pulses here, up and down. Squeeze that back glute and pulsing up and down, tapping into our hip flexor here. You go for around 10 to 20 pulses is good. Depends how you're feeling on the day, you know, you might need more. Then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to do the world's greatest stretch, or so they told me. What we're going to do here, getting your inside hand, inside elbow, we're going to tap it to the ground and reach up to the sky, rotate through the spine, and then back down. Maintaining that strong glute as well, squeeze that back glute. I'll go for one more here. Get down onto our back. And we're gonna hit some glute bridges. So, from here, from this position here, nice and simple, squeezing my glutes, okay, and back down, really, again, extending into those hips. You feel the hip flexors working a little bit, the glutes firing up, the hamstrings firing up. You can even place a band around your legs to really fire up and feel the glutes working here, okay? You can go for some half pulses as well. Then from here, we can start to play with it, right? We can explore it. So I can bring my heels just on the ground now, my toes pointing to the sky, and I'm gonna tap into my hamstrings here by simply changing my foot position, right? And you'll feel it. You'll feel it way more in the hamstrings here. That same thing, squeezing the glutes, extend through the hips. So you can really play around with it. Play around with different distances, different position with the feet, okay? And even go for one leg, which is a bit harder again. Lastly, after that glute bridge position, we're gonna come onto our bellies. And from here, we're gonna go for some arc ups. So really trying to open up into our chest and really sort of light up the whole posterior chain here, the back, the glutes, everything, right? So from here, what I'm going to do, have my palms facing up towards the ceiling, shoulders on the ground, everything nice and relaxed for now, okay? Then from here, I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades back to rise with my chest up off the floor, and then to bring my legs up off the floor, I'm gonna squeeze my glutes, okay? I'm gonna go back down. So breathing in, and out. This is really gonna light up your whole posterior chain,